At just 17 years old, she came face to face with a man who had already killed before and would kill again. He was older, experienced, careful. He thought he was in control. But that night, in Tampa, Florida, a teenage girl did something no one expected. She survived, and more than that, she outsmarted a serial predator. This is the true story of Lisa McVey and the man who believed she would be his next victim. On the evening of November 3rd, 1984, Lisa McVey finished her shift at a local restaurant in Tampa, Florida. She was tired. It was late, and like she had done many times before, she rode her bicycle home through quiet streets. Lisa wasn't careless. She was alert, but nothing about that night felt unusual until headlights appeared behind her. A man in a car slowed down. Before she could react, the car swerved. The door opened, and in seconds, Lisa was pulled inside at gunpoint. The man pressed a revolver against her face. He told her not to scream, and then he drove. The man driving was Bobby Joe Long. At the time, no one knew his name, but within months, he would be identified as one of Florida's most dangerous serial killers. Long had already murdered multiple women. He targeted young females, abducted them, tortured them, and none had survived. Lisa didn't know any of that, but she knew one thing instantly. If she panicked, she would die. As Bobby Joe Long drove through Tampa's streets, Lisa made a choice. She would not fight him. She would talk. She asked him questions, listened closely, remembered everything. She told him her name, her age, where she worked. She laughed at his jokes. She made him feel powerful. And slowly, she made him talk. Long told her about his life, his frustrations, his anger. Lisa realized something terrifying. He didn't see her as a person. He saw her as an object. But she could use that. Long took Lisa to his home in Tampa, a quiet neighborhood where nothing seemed wrong from the outside. Inside, the reality was different. He tied her up, sexually assaulted her, threatened her repeatedly. Lisa focused on details, the layout of the house, the sound of nearby traffic, the way the doors opened. She memorized everything. At one point, Long blindfolded her, but Lisa counted steps, listened to echoes, tracked movement in her mind. She never begged. She never screamed. Instead, she planted an idea. Lisa told Long something that would change everything. She said she wanted to help him. She told him she understood him, that she wasn't like the others. Then she said something risky. She claimed she would keep a secret and even come back to see him again. That was the moment Long hesitated. No victim had ever offered him trust. To him, Lisa wasn't a threat. She was a curiosity. And for the first time, he broke his own pattern. In the early morning hours, Bobby Joe Long drove Lisa back to the area where he abducted her. Before letting her go, he warned her. If she told anyone, he would find her. Lisa nodded. She promised silence. And then she stepped out of the car, alive. Lisa did not go home. She went straight to the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. Calm, clear, detailed. She described Long's appearance, his voice, his home, his behavior. She told them everything. Investigators were stunned. No one had ever escaped this man before. Lisa worked with police, helping them create a psychological profile. And within weeks, Bobby Joe Long was arrested. Police connected Long to multiple murders across Florida. Physical evidence, witness statements, Lisa's testimony, everything lined up. In 1985, Bobby Joe Long was convicted of murder. He was sentenced to death. And in 2019, after decades on death row, he was executed by the state of Florida. Lisa McVey didn't just survive. She rebuilt her life. She later became a law enforcement officer, dedicating her career to protecting others. Her story inspired books, documentaries, and the 2018 film, Believe Me, The Abduction of Lisa McVey. But the real story is quieter. It's about presence of mind, observation, and the strength to think when fear says you can't. Lisa McVey was 17 years old. She faced a man who had killed without remorse. She had no weapon, no backup, no guarantees, only her mind, and she used it to survive. This has been Truth Trove Stories. If you believe real survivors deserve to be heard, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this story, because sometimes the most dangerous predator meets the one victim who refuses to be powerless.